Warren, the Spring Carnival's arrived. What's caught your eye this week?
Yeah, well, we're at the pointy end now, Simon. It's been a great week for work. Track work here Tuesday morning was fantastic. You'd have to say what took your eye. Haylist was outstanding. Star Witness was almost as good, just behind him. Problem we're going to have, I think, leading into Saturday is what the weather does. We're going to get somewhere between no rain and 50 mil, and that's going to change the results no end. But talking about horses that we've seen this week, firstly, you'd have to say Haylist was the star, but he's not going to run until the following Saturday. Star Witness was terrific behind him, but he wouldn't want to see a seriously rain-affected track. It's Derby Day here Saturday, which is really the feature race, but there's feature racing all day. Gee, the Derby's an even race, but I was really taken with David Payne's horse Presido's work on Tuesday morning. He worked with Butcher Lardy and another horse called Kachings. It was a really solid hit out over 2,000 metres. He's at double figure odds in the Derby and in a really even race. So I think it's, I could be tempted to have something each way on David Payne's horse. In fact, I had a small amount each way before the barrier draw, but I'll just wait and see how things pan out and how the race plays on the day. But he's performed on rain-affected tracks well in Sydney in good races. And, gee, I just liked the way he kept sticking his neck out, and he just looked like a typical Derby-style horse to me. Sometimes you see work that takes your eye. McKinnon Stakes is a race that, everyone wants to see the return of So You Think, and I saw him for the first time this morning since his great win in the Cox Plate, and he just looked terrific. He looks like he's had that bit of freshness taken out of him, which you would think less than a week from such a punishing performance in the Cox Plate, you would expect to see him have the freshness taken out of him, but he just looked beautiful, cruised around. I think the way the McKinnon Stakes might pan out with Gingadood and Desperado rolling along in front, hopefully So You Think can get that cover that the coming stable have said that they'd like to try and get with him and teach him to settle a little bit, and then hopefully roll onto a clash between Shocking and the rest in the Melbourne Cup on the Tuesday, which would be what we all want to see. But just looking at him this morning, he looked fantastic, and I think that's the best thing that I saw this morning was that So You Think bowled around, looked great, and we're all things being well, we're likely to, or we will see him Saturday, and then roll on to Tuesday, and the race that we all want to see and the clash that we all want to see. Looking for highlight or looking for this Saturday, and gee, it's hard to find horses I want to back this Saturday because you don't know what the track conditions are going to be. The lead up to the Oaks, the Wakeful Stakes, we've seen a number of horses work well this week, and I really like Brazilian Pulse. She's a great filly. Her run in the 1,000 Guineas was terrific. She's getting better with each run, and she looks like she'll get over the ground. And I thought Kittens worked really well earlier this week, the Mark Kavanagh trained filly with Shocking, and I'm sure she could run well in the Wakeful and then into the Oaks.
A best from the track for this week?
Look, it's got to be Haylist, but short half head behind him would be Star Witness. So I'm really concerned about the track condition for Star Witness because I don't think he wants a track much worse than dead. But if he gets a track in the dead range on Saturday in the Coolmore Stakes, I'm sure he'll be hard to beat.